Hello everybody, and welcome to Spiritually Speaking with Lori Albert. My name is Lori Albert, and I am a medium and intuitive. Spiritually Speaking is a feel-good, interactive, intuitive conversation that embraces all things spiritual. Each week we discuss different spiritual or life topics. I have occasional guests on, and I have the spirit line that viewers can call in to be part of the conversation, or if you'd like to receive a psychic or mediumship reading. So, welcome to the show. I am so excited to be here yet again. So, what a week it's been, right? Seriously. Oh my gosh. Hi, Mary Beth, and hi, Rhonda. Thanks for joining. The chat is up. Gotta love that. I love when technology actually works, right? And it's supposed to. I'm so happy. So, yes. So, welcome to the show. I have a really interesting show planned for tonight. This is going to be like this. When I learned about this guy, and I'll explain to you in a minute, but when I learned about this guy, I was like so riveted by what he does. So, at any rate, yeah, so there you go. It's a little tease, I guess. Okay, so I want to start off, and I want to sage. I want to start off by saging us all, because I just, once I got the idea to do this, I was like, why haven't I been doing this already? So I'm not opening up the phone lines just yet. So just so you know. And oh boy, we have all kinds of watchers? Viewers. Teresa, Michelle, Tasha. Thanks for joining, everybody. Okay, so here we go. We're going to sage. And this is my prayer that I say every time I sage. I break up and release all negative and stagnant energy from this place. May peace, light, and divine love protect us and be ever present. So we're saging. It's not very much smoke tonight, I guess, but that's okay. And that is and I have to always give credit where credit's due. That is a prayer by John Edward, who apparently, I found out recently, has a really cool psychic show. He's like the psychic, John Edward, on Facebook. It's like a Facebook watch show, which is really cool. So anyway, so I wanted to share that with you guys. Okay, so I also want to thank, oh my gosh, after last week's show about the archangels, I am like, okay, I'm just going to say it, this is going to sound weird, but I'm in love with Archangel Uriel. I am just so in love because he has been helping me out all week. Like, I keep like asking for things, and which they tell you to do. Don't feel guilty about it, right? So I've been asking for things all week, and it's been so helpful. My husband's computer was really, really bad this weekend, and I swear to you, I asked for the Archangel Uriel's help, and within like, okay, so it took a little bit of time, like I figured it out, and it was like cool. So at any rate, so thank you to Archangel Uriel and help with this show, to whomever needs to be a part of the show, to hear whatever I'm about to say, or just hear things as it should be. And then I also want to ask the Archangel Shamuel to help spread the manifestation of peace throughout the world. So thank you to both of them. And so, yeah, so welcome to the show, you guys. Oh, I've got Julia. Hello, Julia. And Eunice, thanks for joining. Eunice, I will answer your question in a little while, because I want to get into the show a little bit first, and then I will open up the phone lines. You guys can call or whatever. So, okay, I hope that's okay. Okay, first of all, I want to tell you guys, if you live in the Los Angeles area, this Saturday is an event that my friend Cheryl Murphy, I say like she's here. You know, you guys love me for me, right? I'm hoping, because I am just so weird. Okay, so my friend Cheryl, who was a guest, and she was sitting right over here, that's why I went like that. So she and I are doing an event at a home in West Hills, California this weekend. That is in the San Fernando Valley. If you're interested in coming, there are a few seats left. It's almost sold out. There's like 2 seats left. So if you're interested, it's this Saturday at 1 p.m. So I would love to have you guys there, and I will put the information in the chat after the show's over. So keep a lookout for that. So I want to tell you guys this story. This is really kind of funny. And so hi Lisa, and hi Laurel, hi Shannon. Nice to see you guys. Thanks for joining. Okay, so this last week, first of all, crazy week, right? I mean, okay, so we had Kate Spade cross herself over, which is the way I prefer to describe it that way. And then Anthony Bourdain, who I loved. I actually gasped out loud when I heard that he had crossed himself over. I was like, oh, I mean, I was so shocked about that, And then apparently there were a couple other celebrities that had crossed themselves over this week. It's crazy, So we just, pray for their souls, right? And we just hope that they are going through what they need to go through on the other side to make peace with all of their life decisions. So that I want to be said, pretty amazing. So anyway, I want to tell you guys about how I got the theme for tonight's show, right? And if my friend is listening, she's going to kill me, right? So Thursday night, I was out with my group of girls, and we were at this place where there's this little pond, and there's these like little these little turtles, right? And we look over, and I was like, oh, look how cute they are. And my one friend goes, ew, they're just ugly. You are ugly. And she was kidding. She was absolutely kidding, right? She's like, ew, you're ugly. You're ugly. And I'm like, stop that. And I'm hitting her. Stop saying that. Stop saying that. And of course, she was messing because she knows how I am. So she was messing and messing around and stuff. And I started thinking about this scientist that I'm really aware of. He wrote all these books. And he is an absolutely amazing guy. And what he did was he studied water. And I'm going to get into this whole thing in a minute. But if you say, I love you to somebody, that like creates a good thing, right? But if you say, I hate you to somebody, that creates another sort of vibration. Okay, and it's all about the water, right? So anyway, let me get into it. Okay, this man's name is a doctor. His name is Dr. Masaru Emoto. Okay, and he studied humanities and sciences in college, and then he's passed away now. But in the early 90s, he became a doctor of alternative medicine, and he became fascinated with water. Okay, and so he started studying it, and I don't mean just studying it. I mean, this guy was like into it, right? He was really, really studying it a lot. And you can go to his website, and I'll put his website on the chat or on my website afterwards. So yeah, it's really, really amazing. His website describes him as an original thinker, which I thought was so amazing, even though he has this like doctorate degree, I mean, I just thought that was really great. So he became internationally famous for his studies of water. Water, and this is what he wrote, water is deeply connected to our individual and our collective consciousness. Pretty amazing. I was like, that is really cool. He wrote many, many books, and he's known for his pictures, his photos of water molecules. Okay, he's also was the president of the International Water for Life Foundation, which is a nonprofit organization, and he studied water for 20 years. And his photos of water are absolutely captivating, just absolutely captivating. His these books were also featured on the movie, or in the movie, I guess I should say, What the Bleep Do We Know? If you're not familiar with that movie, it's a really cool movie. It's kind of like in the vein of like, the whole law of attraction, that sort of vein, right? So if you haven't seen it and you'd like to, you should look it up. It's pretty cool. Anyway, so this is what was written about him, and I'm going to describes him so perfectly. This is what was written about him on his website, okay? We all learn valuable life lessons at our own pace, but there is one basic truth that we all learn early. Positive, compassionate words comfort and heal. Negative words and insults hurt. Okay, we all learned that early, right? Until recently, we knew this only because we could feel it. Now we can actually see it. Thanks to the experimental work of Dr. Masaru Emoto, we can look to water and its frozen crystals to confirm the healing power of beautiful music, positive thinking, uplifting speech, and prayer. Seriously, this is like so cool to me. When I found this man's book years and years ago, and you've got to see some of his photos. It's just absolutely amazing. Okay, so here is what his spirit was. Oh gosh, we have more people. Stacy and Carrie and Holly and Gina, thanks for joining, guys. I appreciate it. We are talking tonight about the beauty of powerful, and the powerful beauty, I guess I should say it that way, the powerful beauty of positive thoughts and positive words. Okay, so I want to tell you about this. This is what his experiment was. Okay, he basically filled up bottles of water. Okay, and he put notes on these, facing to the inside of these bottles of water. Okay, and they all said different things. Like each bottle said something different. Some of the bottles were blessed by priests, apparently, and some just said positive, upbeat things in the water, and then some said really nasty things, right? So the one that they talk about on there is thank you, right? And he put thank you facing into the water, like the water could read. Apparently so. I don't know. I don't understand it. Certainly not a doctor. I'm certainly not a scientist, right? So isn't that fascinating? Absolutely fascinating. So he then froze these bottles of water, and the pictures of the water crystals is what is basically in these books. But these books also are how he did what he did, right? So these amazingly shaped crystals, and the pictures, they came out so beautiful. And they show what the water looks like, okay? So basically, the water crystals, or I guess you could say the water crystals are the molecules of the water that said beautiful things, that said thank you. Each one looked completely different, whether it was positive or negative. But the positive ones were absolutely beautiful. Like thank you was just beautiful, right? Or the ones that say I love you, or the ones that were blessed, or the ones that said you're beautiful, or whatever, right? They had all of these really beautiful pictures in there. Oh, hi Cheryl, and hi Kathy, and Delilah. Nice to see you guys. Thanks for joining tonight. We are talking about this amazing scientist that studies water, right? And so basically, he put all of this under the microscope. I almost said microphone. Seriously, he put them under the microscope, and he took pictures, however it was. So all of those positive ones were just absolutely beautiful, right? But then there were the negative ones. There were the negative ones that played really nasty music, or said really mean things like I hate you and all of this other stuff. So really, really amazing, right? So the negative stuff was really bad. Okay, and so those water molecules looked horrible, and they looked like disformed and disfigured, the whole thing. Really, really pretty amazing. So I'm going to get back to that because I want to answer some of the questions on the chat. There's a whole other part to this that just astounds me, right? Some of the names of his books are Messages from Water, The Hidden Messages in Water. His theory is, let me just tell you this, and then I'm going to get into some of the questions online here. His theory is that the human body is made up of 70% water. Infants are 90% water, right? So think that through while I'm going through some of these questions that are on the chat. Pretty amazing, right? So yeah, so I feel so blessed to have found this man's work. So, okay, so what is the first question that I have is, Laurie, we have a viewer whose father is on his journey to the other side. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. He is very conflicted. Oh, she is very conflicted. She is trying to stay in that positive place, but is weary. I absolutely can understand that. Is there any peace to give her? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I can, without any doubt at all, tell you this. When you cross over, what it happens is your loved ones, the people that have crossed before you, meet you on the other side. And there is, and I can say this with as much authority as I can possibly say, right? But I can say this with the authority of, I've heard this from Spirit. Right? Spirits that have already gone through this have told me this, okay? Your loved ones meet you on the other side, and there is instantaneous peace, okay? To be had, okay? There is, and a type of love that we can't even fathom here on the other side, on the earth plane. We can't even fathom that type of love. So I just want to say that, okay, because that's really rather urgent, I think. So okay, so Laurel, hi Laurel, and hi Kathy and Tanya. Okay, so I'm trying to see this without, because, okay, I'll just go ahead and like tell you. I have a magnifying glass. That's how bad my eyesight is. Yes, it's terrible. Okay, so we're going to put this here. Does anyone else mind, does anyone else's mind just race the most during shower time? Oh, wow, that's kind of a cool thing. You know what? Water is a purifier, obviously, but it's a purifier. It absolutely is. So, yes, because it also helps you to relax. And when you start to relax, you're open to more spirit, right? Spirit is more open. So, yeah, so water, so showers, absolutely. And Holly says she has a block or something, she can't meditate. Oh, honey, I know. Everybody has this problem periodically. You go through times, I have gone through times where I will just have complete blocks, where I just can't even meditate. If you can try to sit for like 2 minutes. Try to sit for 2 minutes. 2 minutes, that's it. Okay? Yeah. And that can start you off back on the roll that you need to get back on. Okay, so try that, Holly. I hope you can. I hope that works. For now, or you can go. Actually, you can. You can download the thing called Insight Timer on it's an app for your phone, and you can absolutely go there, download the app. It's amazing. You can do guided meditations. There are meditations like you can just like have water. You can just have a stream running in the back. So it's really pretty cool. So you can do that. So there's all sorts of ways to make that work. So okay, so I hope that answered that question. Okay, so I missed some of the questions, and I apologize for that. I missed some of the questions. Yeah, I swear, this getting old stuff is not for the faint of heart. Right? I swear to God, glasses don't even work. Oh, God, it's just crazy. So, okay. So I'm going to open the phone line for right now. Go ahead and give a call. I know a couple people already tried to call in, so I will be picking up the calls. The Spirit line number is 818-835-5885, and if you'd like to call in, you can do so now. So yeah, this Dr. Emoto's work is absolutely astounding, and I just am so happy, and I really think you guys could get a lot from his work. So so what I'm going to do is going to answer the phone. Hi there, you are live on the air with Lori. Who am I speaking to?
My name is Saya.
Hi Saya, nice to meet you. How are you today?
You too. Good, thanks. How are you?
Good, I'm doing great. What can I do for you tonight?
I don't even know where to start because I've never done this before.
Oh, okay.
But I was wondering if you could, I don't know, I just want to know anything about my dad.
Okay, so your dad is crossed over, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. So, say, I have if you've never done this before, I'm glad you called in because so many people are so nervous to call. So I appreciate you taking that step. So that's really cool. Okay, so I have a gentleman stepping forward here that is, he's not like really, really overweight, but he's a little bit on the bigger side, right? In his belly area mostly, and he feels like a father figure. Now it could be it could be grandfather, it could be something along those lines. And I feel like that I feel like that his neck was a little bit pronounced. Does that sound like your father?
I don't know anything about the neck.
Okay, so you can't take the neck. Do you know of? Okay, so he's highlighting his neck. So I don't know if he had something going on. Whether it would be something. I'm trying to connect. like thyroid maybe, or maybe you just had laryngitis a lot, or sore throat. I just, he's highlighting his neck, so I'll just give you that. Does the little bit overweightness in his belly sound familiar though, for your father?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, and I feel like that he had a decent head of hair. I wouldn't say it was like full, but I'm seeing a decent head of hair. Does that sound familiar to you?
In his younger days, not at the end.
Okay, right. That's always not always the case, right? Okay, so I'm seeing him in like jeans. Okay, I'm seeing him in like jeans, and for whatever reason, my whole thing is I give what I get. Whatever they show me is what I'm going to give you, right? So he's showing me jeans that are like Wrangler jeans, not like Levi's or anything. I don't know if I think there's a difference. Well, obviously there is, but and I'm seeing like a wider kind of belt. So he's showing me that, and I want to say that he's not like, doesn't have like a big smile on his face, like a big teethy smile, but he has like a closed mouth smile. And it's not like a depressed kind of smile. It's more like a smile of like, just like a nice smile. So that actually makes me think that he didn't have a big personality, but he wasn't like a wallflower. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. And again, I'm giving you what I'm getting. I'm really feeling like he would do anything for you. I feel like that to the best of his ability, he would do anything you asked him to do. Not a lot of fathers are like that, Would you say that would be the case for your father?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, he would go to the ends of the earth. I don't know. I'm seeing I'm seeing young kids. I feel like that there's two of them. Do you have children, or I don't know how old you are. So if you're 18,
I do. I have 2 young children.
You have 2 young children. So that would be his way of acknowledging. I don't know if he's ever met them or not, but that would be his way of acknowledging that he is around and he sees them. Okay. Yeah, because I feel like that they are young kids. He's showing me that they are young kids. And did he ever get a chance to meet them?
He did. He lives in our house.
Oh, he did. Okay, well, that's good. That's great. Well, he is around them a lot. Okay. I feel like that he's still, in Spirit's own way that Spirit can do it, sort of tries to get down on the ground and play with them. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like that he's really trying hard to still really connect with them. I don't know if they have they ever mentioned to you that they see him? Because I feel like that they might actually see him periodically. Do you know that? Do you know about that, or?
Like they see him like in reincarnation, like in butterflies.
Really?
That's where.
Yeah.
I've kind of guided that, but.
Right.
That's what they.
Well, you know how kids have imaginary friends? I really believe that imaginary friends aren't necessarily imaginary, and not in all cases, but I feel like that sometimes imaginary friends are actual loved ones that want to come back and still have a relationship with the kids, because kids are so open, they're open to whatever, that's what, it's just to be a kid again, kind of thing. But I just want you to know that I feel like that he gets down and he plays with your kids. So that's really a beautiful thing. And he would do anything for you in spirit. I know I said he would when he was here on earth, to the best of his ability, he would do anything for you. I still feel that kind of feeling towards you right now. So if you ever need to talk to him, you can absolutely have a conversation with him and ask him to help you with stuff. If you have, I don't know, I'm just making this up, but like if there's a bill that needs to be paid and you're not sure where the money's going to come from or something along those lines, he can, like, you just say, Dad, oh my gosh, please help me figure this out. and they will. They absolutely will. So I will just leave you with that. He's a wonderful man. I feel like he's kind of like a teddy bear kind of guy, you know? I feel like that, you know, warm hugs, you know?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, so that's great. That's great.
Well, thank you so much.
Oh, you're so welcome, and
so
blessings
much. I really
to you.
appreciate it.
Oh, sure. Take care.
Thanks.
And have a fantastic evening.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, you too.
No, I love that. I love when the big bear hug guys come through, and you know, it's like it's Father's Day weekend coming up, so that's really kind of apropos. So Michaela, thanks for joining. Nadine, Rebecca, Cheryl, everybody, thank you guys for joining. I'm so happy. Appreciate it. So yeah. So, oh, Michaela says, I'd love a reading or a message. So lost, really want to hear from the, keep typing, I guess. Michaela, keep typing. I'm going to answer this next caller, and we'll see what happens here. Hi there, you are live on the air with Lori. Who am I speaking to?
Typing, I guess.
Oh, you're going to have to turn your volume down. I can hear myself.
Okay.
Who am I speaking to?
Hi, this is Tina, but I have my mom here, Netta, who would like to have a reading.
Hi, Tina. Hi. Did you say Netta?
Yes.
Nice to meet you, Netta. How are you?
Hello.
Hi. Thanks
She's
for...
nervous. She didn't really want to talk.
Oh, no. I absolutely get that. Trust me. I mean, I get so many messages. I just don't want to talk. And so that's why I really wanted to get the chat up and running. So, who would we like to hear from tonight, Tina?
Whoever's coming through or has a message for her or
Okay.
anything, whatever you're seeing.
Okay. Okay. I will tell you that right as soon as I picked up the call, I'm feeling a mother type figure, okay? And so I don't know who this would be for. It could be mother, grandmother, whatever. I'm not sure. So let me just describe. I feel like that this lady is I'm terrible with heights and all that kind of stuff, but I don't feel like that she was really, really tall. But I am seeing her with like white or gray hair, and I feel like that she was on the thinner side. Okay.
Okay.
And I feel like that she had just the most beautiful smile, and I'm seeing roses around this woman. So does that ring any bells for you?
I don't think so. She don't think so. Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. Because this could be mother, grandmother, for either one of you. So just so you know, I'm really, really seeing a lot of roses around this lady.
Okay.
She feels motherly, but to be honest, could be an aunt. So let's kind of
That sounds right.
Oh, the aunt. Okay. And she's still showing me the roses. So I don't know if there was roses, if they were prominent at her funeral, which a lot of times there are, of course, roses there. But yeah. I feel like that roses were like, there was something roses, whether she had a huge rose bush in her yard somewhere or something along those lines. So I just want to tell you that. This lady was just one of the nicest people. I just feel like that her energy is just so adorable. She's just so nice. And I feel like that everybody just loved her. There wasn't a mean bone in this woman's body.
Okay.
Does that sound right?
Yeah.
Yes?
Does it, Mom? Yeah, I could. She said, yeah, I could.
Oh, okay. Because, and it's okay if it doesn't. I mean, that's just what I'm receiving. So,
Yeah.
Okay, and so let me tell you what, I'm trying to get a message for you. I feel like that she enjoyed walking, first of all. I think that this woman really enjoyed her walks. And I think towards the end, she wasn't able to walk as much. And it became kind of sad for her. She was a little upset about that.
Okay.
Does that sound like the aunt figure that we're speaking of?
It could. She's trying to think. It could.
It could. Okay. All right. I want to get something kind of definitive too. So.
Yeah.
Okay, so the roses, you can't really take that necessarily for this lady. The walking. Okay, let me try to ask her. She's so nice. Oh my gosh, I feel like that she would answer any question, but you never know what Spirit's going to give you and what they're not. But she, boy, she's so sweet. I feel like that she sort of just withered away in a sense. Like I feel like that there wasn't any. Like I feel like she lived to be on the older side, and I don't know that there was, I can't, she's not really telling me how she passed. Like I don't think there was a big thing of like cancer or, I feel like that she just sort of, there was like an old age thing and things started wearing out. Does that sound like your aunt?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay, good, great. Okay, that makes me happy. And that makes her happy too, actually. She's still bringing through, and I'm just going to say it again, because when they keep showing me something, there's a reason for it, right? So she keeps still showing me the roses. Do you have, or your mother, do you have a rose bush that is like kind of prominent around your property somewhere? Because that's, I feel like that she really wants to acknowledge, and the longer time goes by, I'm seeing like a rose bush, like I'm seeing like a whole tree, like a whole bush of the roses. So, so I just want to give you that. So she's highlighting that they're beautiful, and I feel like that they're in bloom right now, and so she's acknowledging that. So I'll just give you that. Do you have a rose bush? Do you know of a rose bush around where your property is?
She might have at her home, but I don't think we.
You don't think you guys do?
I don't think we. Yeah, we don't. I don't think.
Well, maybe it was a rose bush that she had around her house that she absolutely loved. So,
yeah.
You never know. Okay, so let me get a nice message for you.
Okay.
I'm seeing her playing cards. She's talking to me. She's showing me you guys playing cards, or somebody playing cards with her. It feels like that this is kind of a, I feel like that she was like an adult, but there was a child. It was an adult and a child playing cards. I don't know what game it was, but I'm seeing her and somebody. You can't recall that?
She's saying it sounds familiar. She says she'll probably start thinking of this stuff
Right,
later.
I know. That's called
remember.
psychic.
Yeah,
we call that psychic amnesia, because when you're put on the spot to try to remember this stuff. So let me get one more thing for you here.
Okay.
She also, she's really, her message right now is really one of, can you please just try to find the bright side. She really, really wants you to find the bright side, because I feel like that there's some stuff going on within. I feel like that there's a couple of things. There's like health stuff going on, and there's an issue with family members. Okay, and I feel like that what's happening is that she really wants you to look for the bright side, and just remember the love. Remember the love. She's actually making me feel really emotional about this. She's making me feel really emotional about this. So I feel like that she's holding hands. She's showing me two people holding hands, and she wants that connection back. There's a connection that needs to be put back into place. Okay? And she will work on hers. Do you know what I'm talking about, by the way?
Yeah, some stuff. There is stuff going on with my grandma, like health-wise now, and stuff like that. So yeah.
Okay.
That sounds.
Okay. Because what she's showing me is that she's showing me holding hands, and what she means by showing me the holding of hands has to do with the coming together again of, sort of making up. I don't think that there was necessarily a big fight kind of thing, but I feel like that, I'm seeing a lot of distance between people, and so she wants people to come together and just be a family unit. Okay?
Okay.
So
okay.
I'll leave you with that. So I hope that it let me know, Tina, if you remember the cards or you remember the rose bush or that kind of thing. So let me know what happens.
Okay, I will. Okay. Thank you, Lori.
Thanks so much. Have a great night. Take care. Nice to meet you. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh my gosh. You know, I love when I get like happy people. I mean, happy spirits. You know, they're nice. So Shauna and Anthony and Lisa and Michaela. Oh, it's about your family, and I'm trying to see. Kathy, is there anything for you? Kathy, I'm really just getting a quick message for you of stay the course. Wow, I don't know what that means, but stay the course. I just keep getting this message of like hearing it loud. I keep hearing stay the course, stay the course, stay the course. So keep doing what you're doing, and you know you're on the right path. So keep doing what you're supposed to be doing. So I hope that helps. Okay, so let's see. Oh, I have a caller. Let's pick that up, and then we'll see what happens next. You know what? It's just really funny because my little magnifying glass doesn't quite work. Okay, so we're gonna pick up this call. Hi there. You are live on the air with Lori. Who am I speaking to? Oh, you're gonna have to turn down your volume. I'm sorry. There's a delay.
Hi, Lori.
Hi. Who am I speaking to?
You are speaking to Delia again. We spoke before.
Oh, how are you tonight, Delia?
I'm doing great.
Good.
So I have two questions.
Sure.
And okay, the first one is, do people know that they're going to die, like say before they die, like a day or a couple hours?
Well,
or,
fantastic question. That is such a great question, and I get asked that a lot. I believe that it's all between the person and God, or universe, spirit, whatever you want to call it, right? I believe it's between God and the person. Okay, so I believe this is my own personal belief, right? And if you like it, great, you can adopt it. If you don't, that's fine too. I believe that either consciously or subconsciously, we know it's going to happen in a certain period of time for ourselves. Okay, and I believe that we need to make peace, consciously or subconsciously. We might not even realize what we're doing. We might not even realize that we are in the process of making peace with our lives. You know, we may not even realize what we're doing. I really, really believe that. But what happens is that it's between God and the person, and I will say it this way: even in the case of suicide, I believe that God knows what's going to happen. There is free will. I completely agree with that. But I also believe that that there's things that are just known. You know, so I will say that, yeah, that's kind of the answer that I have to that. So yes, I do believe that we know, whether it's conscious or subconscious. I don't know. So it's a long-winded version. I'm sorry.
So I have an aunt, and she's battling stage 4 cancer, and she's afraid of dying. She's really terrified of dying.
Yeah.
And she just would like to know if my grandmother is with her during her chemotherapy session.
Well,
my grandmother or my brother can you tap into their energy to see if maybe they're there with her to protect her, or is her time short here on Earth? What can you tell me about that?
Okay, well, about her period of time on Earth, I can't answer that. Or let's just say there may be some psychics or mediums that would answer that. I'm not going to, because I really believe that like I said a minute ago, it's between you and God. And like I said, consciously or subconsciously, I don't know, but that's not fair of me to answer. So that being said, if your mom gets a feeling that her mother is with her, rule of thumb, and I will say this to my dying day, I guess, rule of thumb is that she is there. Because if somebody just kind of comes into your mind, like all of a sudden you're like, oh, oh wow, grandma, I wonder about grandma, then that's usually a hit from them saying, oh, I'm here. And so they put it into your head. You know what I mean? So if she feels like her mother is around, then she probably is, okay, during the chemo. And I will say that have your mom talk to her, whoever she wants to, whether it's her own mother or whether it's somebody else on the other side. You can absolutely talk to them. Okay, I feel like that in your case, or in your mother's case, it's her mother. It's not going to be like a brother or father or anybody. I feel like that
it's my aunt. I'm sorry. We're talking about my aunt.
Whatever. I feel like it's whoever you're talking about that has the cancer. I feel like it's her mother that she would be wanting to hear from. Is your aunt's mother in spirit?
I'm sorry, say that again.
Is your aunt is the one who has stage 4 cancer, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Now, is her mother in spirit?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Got
my grandmother.
Okay. We got to get this straight, you know. But
right. It's okay. Okay. So my aunt is my mother's sister.
Right. Absolutely. Okay. So your aunt, if she feels like that she wants to connect with her mother, then she should speak to her during the chemo or whatever. I feel like for your aunt who has the cancer, I feel like that it's her mother that she's going to want to connect with. That energy feels really strong to me. Like I don't feel like that there's going to be like her. I don't feel like that your aunt's father or your aunt, anybody else is there. I feel like it's your aunt's mother. So, yeah, she can talk to her and, and she can ask her mother for peace about whatever is going to be happening. Because anything could happen, I mean, miracles happen. You never know. You just don't know.
Exactly.
So she needs to come to peace with whatever it is that's going to happen. And you know what? Her family will all be around her. I mean, her family in spirit on the other side. Everybody will be surrounding her, without a doubt. Okay, this is going to sound sick, but I almost kind of can't wait to see who's there for me, because I really talk to both grandmothers, both grandfathers, my mother's still here, but I mean, whenever I pass, I always think in terms of that, kind of thing. So have her talk to her mother. Okay? All right?
I will.
Great.
Thank you so much
for the call, and good luck. I wish your aunt the best.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah, it's between you and God, right? It is. It's between you and God. So, okay, Michaela is telling me, she says, I need a message so bad from them, and I don't know who them is, but it says, I think it's for one of your boys. Michaela, if you could just write that out again, I will answer your question. Write it all out in one thing. Can I get a message from blank for blank? And then I'll do that. Okay, so Gina then says, is any of my loved ones present today? Message from them. I'm just getting a lot of love. Everybody is sending so much love. Gina, I don't know if it's a father or grandfather in spirit, but I guess we're sticking with the Father's Day theme, right? But I really, really feel like you have a father figure that is with you a lot. And there's something about cooking. So I will just give you that, and it's beautiful. It's a love, and I feel like lots of love there. So with somebody who liked to cook. So there you go. And then okay, all right. So what I want to do right now is I want to tell you guys the rest of this, because it's a quarter till. I'll take another couple of calls, but I want to tell you guys the rest of this because I really want you all to experience this and understand what I was talking about before. Okay. I was talking before about this doctor who did all these experiments with water, and about how he spoke negatively to some of the water in the bottles, and he spoke positively to water in the bottles, and it was amazing, right? And Michaela, Joshua is my cousin or partner. Joe, for me, I lost my partner 7 months ago. Okay, I will come right back to you, Michaela. Okay. So what I want to say about the water thing is that, you know what? If we talk nice to ourselves, then it's going to be beautiful. If we talk negatively to ourselves or to others, then it's not going to be healthy. It's not going to be living a positive life. Okay. Just imagine what those words. Okay, if those words created ugly cells or beautiful water molecules, and our bodies are made up of 70% water, imagine what ugly words can do to you, or what beautiful words can do to you, your own body, right? We get to choose. Think that through. Imagine what it could be to ourselves. Imagine talking beautiful to ourselves. Imagine talking beautifully to your children. Imagine if your children only heard positivity growing up, right? Imagine that. So yeah, I just think that's absolutely so beautiful. And then to further the thought, imagine if our world leaders, there's so much going on right now, right? Imagine if our world leaders, if we only sent them love and positive thoughts, how that would be, right? Because it's going to create this beautifulness throughout the world. And what is my goal in life is to create beautiful peace throughout the world. So there you go. I want to tell you guys that. Okay? All right, so now I want to get back to, I wanted to get that out because that was really, really important to me. I've lost the magnifying glass. It's gone. Millions of pieces. No, I'm kidding. It was plastic. So, anyway. Okay, so Michaela. Your partner. Okay, wait. I want to get back to Michaela because I feel like I'm supposed to answer that. Joshua, my cousin or my partner. Joe, for me. I lost my partner 7 months ago. My cousin, who was my brother's best friend, also 2 weeks ago. She's lost. Oh, I'm so sorry. So much loss in your life. I'm so sorry to hear that. I will say that they feel like there's a lot going on the other side with your family, clearly, right, and your loved ones. I will say really fast that I have someone stepping forward that is a younger gentleman. Lot of issues when he was here on earth. It feels like there was a lot of chaos in his brain. I don't know what that means, but I'm going to give you that. It feels like a lot of chaos in his brain. However, on the other side, I feel like that he's showing up with a suit and tie on. Okay? I don't know which one of those people that you spoke about that is, but this man is coming through, this young gentleman is coming through with a suit and tie on, and he just wants to let you know that he is absolutely fine. Okay? So he is absolutely fine. There is so much growth to be had and so much love to be had from the other side. So please know that. He really wants you to know that. Okay? And he knows that you speak to him. You speak to him occasionally. Actually, you speak to him quite a bit. So I will leave you with that. Okay, so we've got Tara. Hi, my friend Tara. Hi, Tara. And Anthony, will I be moving to a different part of the country soon? I'm not feeling like that's going to happen anytime soon. Could be in the little bit distant future, but I'm not feeling a move coming in the near future for you. So I will say that. And then we have Janet. I would like to know if my grandma felt bad for what she did, and if she's at peace. Okay, so I immediately when I read that, I felt like I wanted to go like that. Okay, and that to me says, that she's shocked that you actually want to hear from her. Okay, so she's saying that she's shocked that you actually want to hear from her. I feel like I'm shocked. That's why I'm saying that. A lot of atonement, a lot of what is the word? Apologetic feelings. I'm not hearing the words "I'm sorry." I don't know if that was who she was, that she would never say she was sorry. I'm not feeling an "I'm sorry," but I am feeling the feeling of, oh, I feel really bad for for whatever it was. Okay, so I will give you that. Not an actual apology, but I give what I get. so there is bad feelings there. She feels bad about that. Okay, so I will tell you that. Okay. So Michaela wants to know if it's dark or blonde. I feel like it's medium dark hair. Like, it's not blonde for sure. Okay, so that's who that gentleman was. Boy, this is like spirit. Love that. It's so much fun to me. Oh my gosh. Will I be finding a romantic love soon? Who is that? Lorene. Hi, Lorene. Lorene, a romantic love. Don't we all love romantic love? I feel like that it's a few months out. I don't feel like that it's coming right now, but I feel like that it's a little bit of time, and then there will be some action in that department. Let's just say, okay, Lorene. And it feels like you're gonna find. This is gonna sound terrible, and I'm just gonna give you again what I'm getting, but I feel like you're gonna feel relieved to have found a really good friend. So I get that's going to be a romantic thing, but there's also going to be friendship there, which is really, really awesome, right? So that's really great news. Okay, so Tanya says, I'd like to know if anyone comes through for me. I'm sorry I'm squinting, you guys. Oh my God. I keep asking, but my question is way up on the list. I'm so sorry, Tanya. I'm sorry about that. Anyone is coming through for Tanya. I feel a younger man who crossed before his time. I feel like that there was, I don't want to say it was, well, it was a tragic crossing. It was a tragic crossing. I don't think it wasn't a suicide thing. It was just it was like a tragic crossing. And I feel like that this man this guy, this young man, is with you a lot. He's with you a lot. So you can talk to him. He likes when you talk to him. So I'll just give you that. Okay, so Sandra, this is going to be my last one for this. At nights I feel something with me. Is it a friend who passed away? Oh, your birthday is very close to mine. Aries, April 18th. Mine is April 16th. So fellow Aries, woohoo! Okay, so Sandra, oh my gosh. So at night when we get ready to go to sleep, or when we start to relax our body, that's when sometimes our mind is able to sort of open up and be free, right? Open up and be able to be free and free to think whatever needs to come in, that sort of thing. I actually don't necessarily, Jane, my friend Jane, hi Jane. I don't necessarily feel like it's a family member. I feel like that it's your spirit guides coming in and kind of being with you. It's nothing negative. That's a really positive thing. So yeah, so I want to give that to you. So just embrace that. Talk to them like they're your friends, because they are. Spirit guides are your friends. So yeah, keep that in mind, okay? So that's fantastic. And Anthony, okay, this is the last one. I know I keep saying that, right? So Anthony, who is the spirit that bothers me once in a while? Oh, I'm sorry. I feel like you're gonna love this, Anthony. The spirit that bothers you once in a while, I feel like I don't know if you have like a, thank you, Jane, I appreciate it. You're awesome. So Anthony, I feel like that the person that bothers you, it feels like somebody on your like your generation. So I don't know if it would be a brother. It feels male to me, and it feels male to me. It could be a cousin. It could be. It feels like that somebody that's related, but I might be wrong about that. It could be like a friend that's passed. Okay, so it feels like somebody on your level, sort of, so to speak. Okay, so I want to say that, and I want to say that he messes with you, and it's almost like that joke that goes too far. That's what I'm feeling about that. I feel like it's a joke. You can tell him to stop. Okay, you always have control. That's really a good, I'm glad I'm actually saying this, because you have control over this. You can tell them, look, I don't want this. Okay, you need to go. Okay, if they're bothering you, you can tell them to go. Absolutely, you have control, and you need to, and if you get a little bit nervous about it, about being in control, and you're not sure if you have control, and it really continues to bother you, call in Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael will come in and help you every single time. Okay, so be aware of that. Okay, oh my gosh, phew, that was like, how many readings did I do? That was like a lot of fun, you guys. I really appreciate all of the questions. Thank you so much for writing them in. This is fun. I'm so glad that that the chat is up and running. This is exactly what I wanted this entire time, right? So I'm really, really happy about that. So I hope everybody is doing well. And oh, you're welcome, Anthony. I hope that helps. Hope that helps. And you know what? For everybody that that I gave a reading to tonight, feel free to message me. It may take me a little while to get back to you, but I will get back to you. Feel free to message me. I can't go into any big long readings, so I won't do that. You have to contact me, and we set up a time for that. But which I do. So we could set up a time if you want, or I can do a few. I can send back a few emails and that sort of thing. If you have any questions about what you're feeling as far as how to develop yourself, I love those questions too. So please feel free to do that. You guys, this has been so much fun. I didn't even get to read a horoscope for this week, which it's kind of okay because it was sort of negative. So I'm really happy that I didn't have to. I didn't have to read that. So at any rate, okay, I want to read my quote for the day because it is absolutely so beautiful. Lao Tzu, this is a beautiful message from him. Being deeply loved by someone gives you strength, while loving someone deeply gives you courage. Right? I love, love, love that. Love that, right? And that's what it's all, is what it should all be about. So I will say I'm going to leave it there, and I want you all to please this week, homework. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you all homework. Homework for this week is to, and I forgot to mention, that was the chat question of the day, was to someone that annoys you in your life, someone that just annoys you, okay? Find something positive about them and find something nice to say about them and say it to somebody else. You can write it in this chat, or you can write it to me, or you can say it to somebody else, or you can even say it to yourself. Find something that's positive about that one person in your life that annoys you, okay? Obviously, there's going to be more than one, because there always is more than one person that annoys us, right? But so keep that in mind, okay? So that's your homework for the week. So I love all you guys. Thank you so much for being with me. Join me next week for, another episode of Spiritually Speaking with Lori Albert. And I will be taking calls and doing chats. And again, until next week, everybody stay happy and take care of yourself. Love you guys. Take